Good morning and welcome to Sports at Sunrise, where you get your morning sports opinions. I'm Caleb. That's a geek. How are you, geek?
Oh, I exist. How are you?
I cannot complain. We'll kick off in the sport that doesn't matter this episode, just because there is some stuff basketball related going on.
True.
Um, the important notes: Jokic is now second all time in triple doubles, officially past Oscar Robertson.
He's now behind Russ.
He's now only behind Russ. And an interesting fact, there's enough games left in the NBA season for the Nuggets for him to pass him this season. He just has
Yeah,
to get a
he's not
triple
going to have a
double
triple
almost
double
every
every
game.
game. He's not going to do that.
You can't confidently say that with Jokic.
Yes, I can. Because I also can confidently say he's sitting out at least one of those games.
The Spurs caused controversy as they tweeted, Steph went off tonight talking about Stephon Castle, and everyone's like, look, we already gave you a bit of a pass calling LaMelo Mello. There's only one Steph in the NBA right now. You are not referring to Stephon Castle as Steph.
Good. They did.
The controversy from the other night is in the Utah Jazz game.
Because the Jazz, sat all their starters in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was the people calling it the most blatant. I can't speak. The most obvious tanking time ever because they were up 17 and entering the fourth apparently. Don't know what the exact score was. Sat all their starters. Magic came back and they just didn't change a thing. But JJJ had a good debut.
It's blatant tanking, but, who cares, dude? Who cares?
Yeah.
The Jazz, even if they win out, can't compete for anything, so who cares?
If they win out, they get in the playoffs. At least playing.
Who cares? They don't have a guard on the roster. I know that's not true.
They have Isaiah Collier, Keontae George. The basketball.
Right, they don't have a single guard on the roster.
Basketball on the basketball games that happened on Super Bowl Sunday. Celtics couldn't make a three. I watched some of that game, and I kid you not, I feel like if you and I walked on the court, you and I could shoot a better 3-point percentage than they did.
Could have probably shot at least the same.
Yeah, they were. They were 17% from three.
Yeah, I could have definitely shot as good from three as Luka Garza, Jaylen Brown, Hugo Gonzalez, and Ron Harper Jr. I for sure could have shot as good as them.
Mm-hmm.
They went over. Mm-hmm. They all went over.
Yeah,
I might have been able to Vucevic it. 1 for 6. I think I could make one out of 6.
You'd then also be with Peyton Pritchard.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think I could match those two, for sure.
It's just they couldn't hit a shot. It happens. It was a fun one. The Heat killed the Wizards, shocker. Raptors killed the Pacers, shocker. And Kawhi ran all over the Timberwolves.
Yeah, man, it's almost like when you sell out to get Giannis and are now stuck with no guard play. And then don't get Giannis because he was never getting traded and you got baited. It's not good. You know what you should have done? You should have taken the free Kobe White that was offered to you. Because you know who probably helps you win this game? No. A guard who can score you 20 points instead of Dante DiVincenzo giving you 1.
You know what also didn't help?
What's that?
They also couldn't hit a 3 today.
That's true. That is true.
He shot a solid 24% from 3.
Well, hey, half the team just didn't shoot a 3. Jaden McDaniels basically didn't take a shot, which isn't going to work for a team trying to compete when you need Jaden McDaniels to be like your third star, and instead he's just not going to play.
But it was just a weird night. You're not going to get 1 of 8 from 3 from Ant every night, or 1 of 5 from Julius Randle.
No.
Couldn't hit a shot.
The issue is that these couldn't hit a shot nights happen for the Timberwolves more than any other team in the entire NBA and in the history of the NBA. It is the thing I talked about when I said they should fire Chris Finch. And then it comes out that players don't want to get traded there because of Chris Finch, and the answer remains to be you should fire Chris Finch.
What also doesn't help you in a game like this is the Clippers really couldn't miss from three. Well, Clippers not named Kawhi.
Yeah, but Kawhi has never been able to shoot a three.
Kawhi
just
still
tries.
spent 5 for 11 from three.
Right.
Like, your starting lineup outside of Kawhi goes, 6, 4, 9? That's kind of just...
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Anyways, let's talk about what people are here for.
Wait. I didn't
Baseball?
finish checking if there was baseball. That's what I was doing, and then I got distracted. There is not. Okay, let's talk about the
Puppy Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Puppy Bowl.
I wasn't awake to watch that. I got nothing for you.
I did not watch the Puppy Bowl. I was also not awake for that. The Super Bowl happened. And I think
It did.
that's the best way to describe the Super Bowl, is it happened.
Yeah, I know I saw, I think it was Brett Coleman say, I went into this thinking the first team to 20 was going to win the game. Turns out it was just the first team to 8. Turns out I was right again. The Seahawks were just going to dominate this game. The Patriots aren't in the same league as this team.
I think that's...
I was right.
It was funny. My dad started gloating about saying, this is exactly how I told someone this Super Bowl was going to go. I'm like, Dad, anyone who's watched football this year knew this is exactly how the Super Bowl is going to go. And that New England was not going to be able to do shit for the majority of the game.
I think the biggest thing was the Patriots defense was still very good. It had its issues with Kenneth Walker, but most teams do. Kenneth Walker is very good. But my brain exploded. I love that. I think the biggest difference was while both defenses played well, there is something that needs to be said about Sam Darnold and Drake May. Because Darnold knew what his job was.
Yeah.
I just have to not give away this game and make a throw here and there, and we will win this game. Drake May, the answer was about the same. He just needed to not give away the game, and he proceeded to give away the game at every opportunity. 3 fumbles and a pick is not going to win you any, or is it just 2?
1 fumble, 2 picks.
Then it's...
One of the fumbles was a pick you're thinking of. The fumble 6 was a pick 6.
Oh, really?
It was a pick 6.
When did that change?
It was always... It never touched the ground.
Oh, they ruled... Initially, they said it was a fumble, and then I stopped paying attention after they scored.
I think it was a forward pass, but it was tipped, caught, ran back.
Oh, hold on. Now I gotta...
It's
Now I gotta go
It's
look.
3 turnovers still.
Yeah. Yeah, they did call that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, 3 turnovers to, 0. And then the Seahawks defense had Drake May in a blender for all but like the beginning of the 4th quarter. The Patriots got a little momentum there for a minute, and Drake May looked okay, and then he decided to take multiple deep shots into triple coverage for no reason. You can't do that. And there was no need to do that.
Drake May felt like he was trying to play hero ball before he had to play hero ball.
Yes.
And that's what... I think
Drake May finally did what everybody was waiting for. The schedule is going to change. And he kind of did that against the Broncos 2 weeks ago and against the Texans, right? Was that their other playoff game?
Yeah. Yes. I'm checking... He had one more. I'm trying to see who they played.
Yeah. But, like, in the previous 2 games against those real defenses, he didn't look good. The issue was the Broncos didn't have an offense. They just didn't. And that's because Bo Nix was injured. Would it have changed much? I don't know. But we have to add that caveat. It was because of an injury. Stidham was never doing anything. I can claim all day that Bo Nix wouldn't have done anything, but that's just because I'm a hater. And then, yeah, the Texans, C.J. Stroud decided to play the worst game a quarterback's ever played in the history of the NFL. Like, Drake May could play bad and get away with it through that playoff schedule. You can't continue to play bad against Seattle. This is the schedule thing getting exposed. 100%.
Drake May did not play good football through the playoffs.
No. It is, like, statistically, it is the worst playoff run by a quarterback who made the Super Bowl of all time.
He got lucked into the fact that the Chargers couldn't score on offense, that C.J. Stroud completely malfunctioned,
And that Bo Nix got hurt.
and Bo Nix got hurt.
Because I do think the Broncos win that game with Bo Nix, even if I don't think Bo Nix plays incredible. I just think he does enough. Because that defense wasn't letting the Patriots do anything.
The only time
So
the
all
Patriots...
you have to do is not hand the Patriots a touchdown.
All Stidham had to do was take the sack, and we will go to the fucking Super Bowl. Stidham had to take it. We could have done better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
It's not
But
funny.
yeah.
No, the Patriots...
It was kind of funny.
No, not to me.
Not to you, damn it.
Not to me, damn it. No, Patriots in the playoff run had 16 points against the Chargers. A Chargers offense that scored 3 points. The Texans only scored 16 points. Patriots had 28. I'm gonna go look at what those touchdowns were. Okay, the first drive, he threw 3 touchdowns, but had, I think, 4 or 5 turnovers in that game.
In the Texans game?
Yeah.
Yeah. You
He
also
had
have to remember
2 fumbles
he
lost.
never had a field of longer than like 2 yards because C.J. Stroud kept giving the
Yeah.
ball away.
And then the Broncos game.
Yeah.
It was just disastrous. It's the schedule showing. Everyone said the schedule was going to bite them. And people were looking at it as, hey, they won these football games, so that means they're good. No, they realistically lucked into wins consistently. My hate watch was completed.
Valid.
But Matt Collins played his ass off. I will give Matt Collins that.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued. I feel surprised that Diggs didn't do more, but also Drake May could not figure out how to read his own defense to save his life. So, which is crazy. The Seahawks didn't even do anything special. They just ran a basic zone defense, and Drake May could not
They
solve it.
blitzed Devon Witherspoon the same way 6 times, and Witherspoon hit Drake May all 6 times.
He just didn't have it.
It was Seahawks.
This quarterback is a young quarterback and didn't really belong here, and it showed.
And by the time he figured out how to read the defense finally, it was too late.
It was too late, and then Mike McDonald just started fucking with him.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you figured it out. You know what? I had all this stuff prepped. I'm gonna send it. What are you gonna do? And
You
it was
know,
like, oh,
I thought I was going to need this, and this. I didn't. I gave you too much credit. So fuck you. Tariq Woolen, go.
yeah.
It was. I want to give a lot of credit to Craig Woodson.
Yeah.
He played a really good football game for a losing team. He tried to fight. Christian Gonzalez fought his ass off.
Gonzo played insane.
Like,
Dude, there were multiple Shaheed shots that should have been touchdowns.
I can think of a Shaheed shot that diving last second hit it. A JSN touchdown, or if it's anyone.
Yep.
But JSN, one of those top dudes, touchdown. It just felt like.
Yeah, Gonzo laid it all out there. There just wasn't anybody else who could. Also, Milton Williams forgetting how to tackle is tough.
Yeah.
He had Darnold dead to rights multiple times. And then I think we haven't mentioned it yet, but I do think, you know why Kenneth Walker deserves the Super Bowl MVP, even though I don't think he does, and there was a better pick. You know why I get that he got it? Not one time was a single Patriot or even two Patriots able to bring that man down.
Oh my God.
Like, nobody could just stop that man. I'm sad his big house call at the end of the game didn't count.
Yeah. My last point on Gonzalez and the Patriots before I just shift to finally talking full Seahawks. How's Emmanuel Forbes working out to Commanders?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was certainly a choice.
Everyone knew it was the wrong choice then, and it just continues to look worse and worse.
Yeah, because Gonzo looks like a top 5 corner, and Emmanuel Forbes is not only not in Washington. Is he even in the league at this point?
I think so.
He might have been on the Rams practice squad or something.
It wouldn't be the Rams. The Rams.
He was on the Rams.
Is he?
No, he was a Ram.
He might have played actually some this year. Yeah, he played.
Oh,
he got one tackle against Seattle in the playoffs.
Oh.
He's played some. He's put on some weight. He's finally up to
for the Rams. He got. Yeah, he was on the Rams last year and this year.
Yeah.
He played in all 17 games this year. He had 3 picks. That's even funnier. Actually,
I thought he was
that he was bad and got cut in Washington, and then has been like. He also forced a fumble.
Yeah.
He did some stuff for the Rams. Had 18 passes defended. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have a bad year. You know what? My bad, Emmanuel Forbes.
I mean, he's not Gonzo.
I'm just gonna say you're still not Gonzo.
Yeah, most people aren't.
No, there's like 2 other Gonzos.
Well, you should have taken Gonzo when you had a chance.
I wanted him bad. Imagine him and Surtain side by side.
I wanted him bad. Imagine him at a Brian Flores defense.
Like, I was telling my mom, I'm like, Mom, if we would have had Christian Gonzalez and Pat Surtain, we could have put 8 in the box every single play, and teams still couldn't pass on us because they'd have one guy they could target all game.
Well, it depends on the team. In that context, Minnesota could pass on you. Speedy Naylor would bully you. Speedy Naylor is better than some teams' wide receiver ones.
We would have had Surtain.
Name one Charger better than Speedy Naylor.
Quentin Johnston. I'm going to play in your heart.
No. Speedy doesn't drop passes.
All right, let's talk. Let's talk about the Super Bowl champion Seahawks finally.
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I think the place to start is with Darnold. He did exactly what he had to do, which was don't lose the game, make a few big throws when it's needed. And when you get your chances to take your shots, because Darnold works best when he gets his opportunity to take big shots. Make sure not to put the ball in harm's way, and he didn't.
It was weird. He got a slow start as far as getting the ball downfield accurately. Did you see the JSN one?
No, basically the entire first quarter I wasn't paying attention.
So Darnold got out of pressure, which was no one knew how the fuck he got out of it, but it resulted in coverage being blown and JSN being 20 yards away from any defender, no one ahead of him, almost a 90-yard touchdown. But Darnold was on the run and just barely missed him. But we almost started the Super Bowl with them up 10-0. It was.
I'm just now getting to see it. Oh, what a move. Slinging. Oh, yeah, that would have been sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the only guy with a chance to even chase him down is Robert Spillane.
And he's 10 yards behind him.
Yeah.
It would have been. It would have been just.
That's a tough miss.
That's a tough miss. He had another one.
I hate some of the people replying with, how did he miss that? It's like.
It's a tough throw.
Pressure and then. Having to contort his body and then getting hit as he throws. Not every quarterback makes that throw. The issue is most of the time when we miss it, we clown them.
Yeah.
Because, like, Josh Allen has missed that throw. Lamar misses that throw sometimes. Mahomes misses that throw sometimes. We just remember the ones where they hit it. That's the difference.
It was so close. I was about to pop out of my chair for that one.
That would have been awesome.
Cooper Kupp played a great game.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp shows up in the Super Bowl. That's what he does.
You want a fun fact?
Sure. Give me a fun fact.
JSN joined one other receiver in NFL history to be the receiving leader, win Offensive Player of the Year, and win a Super Bowl in the same year.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp's the other one.
Yeah. And Cooper Kupp, I mean, he did everything he needed to do in this game. He did what you needed and was everything that you wanted him to be when you brought him in.
Yes.
This is why you brought in Cooper Kupp in the offseason.
Yeah. He's everything.
I don't know why it was so hard for me to get those words out.
He did exactly what everyone thought he could do. Did exactly what they wanted him to do.
Yeah.
AJ Barner had a great game.
Could have been Noah Fant.
Yeah, I'll give you it. He played a hell of a game.
I liked Noah Fant, especially once he wasn't a Bronco.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured you bought stocks the moment we traded him.
No, I liked him when he was a Bronco. I was just mad that he was a Bronco.
I mean, we could talk about K9 all day.
Yeah, I mean, he was incredible. Tied for the most rushing yards ever in the first half of a Super Bowl.
The most rushing
didn't
yards.
Have as good of a second half, but
he had the most rushing yards in the Super Bowl since Terrell Davis in '98.
Yeah, I think is who he tied with for the first half also.
Yeah. He's also he's the first running back to win Super Bowl MVP since TD also.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, James White didn't get it, did he?
Mm-hmm.
He deserved it, but though to be fair, let's be honest, the most deserving guy in this Super Bowl was Jason Myers, who set the Super Bowl record for field goals in a Super Bowl.
I knew you were going to come in here with that. Feeling that.
Hey man, they win the game if all they get is his field goals. Like nothing else mattered.
True. The guy who
I mean,
go ahead.
No, tell us who you voted for.
I voted for Derek Hall.
Interesting.
I want to make something very clear. This is before the fumble Byron Murphy caused. And this is before the pick six. But I felt like that D-line had performed a masterclass, to be frank.
Fair.
That left side of the New England line was just getting bullied. And a lot of it was Derek Hall.
Fair.
I thought Derek Hall played an exceptional game. I thought they had nothing for Derek Hall. And he probably got himself a decent amount of money because of it.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Byron Murphy's going to get
Is he a free agent this year?
Or is it
next year?
I always draw it up. If you get a sack in a Super Bowl, you're going to end up getting paid a lot of money because people are going to remember that sack.
Yeah, and he got two.
Same with Byron Murphy. But
Murphy, though, we kind of knew was going to get a lot of money, and we knew he was going to get it in Seattle. He's a first-round pick. And I think he's going to be the cornerstone for McDonald. Like him and Witherspoon are going to be this is who I build around. Andy Manwari, I guess. He has earned that title now.
Derek Hall's going to get paid. He's a free agent. He's going to get paid.
They do say in that scenario the most important performance is the previous one, and his previous one's very good.
It's pretty good and a pretty important situation. I also thought Witherspoon had an argument for Super Bowl MVP. If you looked at overall impact, he played great at corner. I mean, 90% of New England's offensive problems came from the fact that no one would touch him when he blitzed. He just played at a really high level.
So I do think the best part about this is, and the funniest part, is that Sam Darnold is the first QB from that 2018 class to win a Super Bowl. Not Josh Allen, not Lamar, not Baker, not Josh Rosen, but it's Sam Darnold.
It's an interesting Jake May and Sam Darnold stat.
Also, just what, they both completed 50% of their passes tonight?
So Drake May had a stat line of 295 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. The last quarterback who did that was Sam Darnold of September 14, 2025.
Correct.
That's the interesting. No, but the...
and I think the Seahawks won the game where he did that.
I think probably. But the interesting Darnold stat is he's the first quarterback in NFL history to play for 5 different teams and then win a Super Bowl. How does it feel knowing you were number 4?
It's not great. I've been talking about that all night. I'm not the happiest of campers. Good for him and like the 12 other Vikings who played in this game and like the 8 that won with Seattle, but also, ouch. It's pain. How you gonna feel when you go watch Russell Wilson win a Super Bowl next year for somebody?
He's not going somewhere else to win the Super Bowl.
If he does, Caleb.
It's not even an if. You're supposed to say it's a win.
It's a win. True.
Hold on. Why am I?
Interesting. What? Mike McDonald is the first head coach who also calls defensive plays
to win a
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, how does it feel knowing there is 4 Colorado State alumni / people who at some point coached at CSU or played to win a Super Bowl today?
It still sucks to be a CSU Ram, man.
How does it feel knowing one of them's probably the Raiders' next head coach?
Less confident for the Raiders now. I don't know if I got anything else though.
I have to send you this tweet. I need the live reaction to the tweet on here.
Oh no, not a live reaction to a tweet.
It's
also, you know what is also awful? Not only is the last quarterback to play for the Vikings and be let go a Super Bowl champion, the last offensive coordinator the Vikings fired is also a Super Bowl champion. Clint Kubiak.
Nice.
There is nothing more Minnesota Vikings than that.
I sent you.
I'm still waiting on this tweet.
I sent it to you.
You got to remember Twitter sucks, so I don't see nothing. Bro. So I'm assuming you did see it. I just watched it. That's why I said true.
I thought so, but... Oh, also, Zach Wilson's up next to be the next Sam Darnold, by the way.
No. The next Sam Darnold is probably going to be Kyler Murray. Because that is the current person I see the most linked to Minnesota. Because with everything continuing to come out about JJ, apparently we're ending this with Minnesota talk. It tracks.
With you, yeah.
With everything that continues to come out about JJ, it kind of seems like the Vikings are just going to try to move on entirely.
That's crazy.
It really is.
I don't.
You don't what?
I don't agree.
No?
I don't agree with that.
No, I think it should be. But also, how do you compete? How do you believe in your team when, like, every player and coach has been like, no, we should have kept Darnold. Like, how do you come back from that?
What's not helping JJ is quite literally the fact that he just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, like it's so much worse based on the fact, like, had Darnold played good and even played a good playoff game and then lost, you could live with that and be like, yeah, that sucks. We made a bet and we were kind of wrong, but like injuries are what killed the Vikings. But instead, it's Darnold played good and won a Super Bowl. That hurts.
Yeah.
So that's all I got.
Anyways, that does it here at Sports at Sunrise. We hope you had an outstanding day, and bye!